Are they all piled into each other?
Right, I'm just going to set up a moderator and put the stream link on the forum, so give me a sec.
Is it gonna rain?
Oh, we're about to find out. I hope Moorsman Ken can rejoin.
Might be there.
Yeah, might have to restart, but we'll find out in a minute. I think he'll be able to rejoin. Right, good evening race fans. This is round 14 of the PSGL Formula Performance Championship. And we are here from Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix. So, I am joined here tonight on co-commentary by a former Formula Performance driver in Shortbread. So, welcome to the commentary booth, Shortbreads. And what are your expectations of this race?
Well, as always, it's going to be a very close race. I think the championship will be decided on who finishes, rather than getting the high points finishes, as they're all in lower cards.
Right, well, if you can just tell us and the viewers what the weather's going to be for qualifying in the race.
It's bright sunshine throughout qualifying, followed by a heavy rain at the start of the race, and then it should lighten up a bit. But I think it'll be full wets to inters for the whole race.
Excellent. Well, those of you on PSGL, I did post up the allocations in the forum, so if you need reminding of those, they are there, but we'll go through them if anyone's wondering who's in what. Just letting you know, in terms of the allocation lists, Tej is not here this evening racing. He's left Formula Performance, and Craig had previously left on the previous week. So we're left with 17 drivers today racing in Formula Performance, so it's another excellent turnout for this division. And Shortbreads, today is Elimination Tuesday. We have 15 drivers who can mathematically win the championship still, but after tonight a few of their title teams will die. Who do you see making an impact, maybe a late charge for the title in Abu Dhabi?
Nitro Gash, I think he will. He's in the Ferrari, 14 points off. I think a lot of them in a slower car than him. He can make a big impact tonight. And he's coming out on the mediums right now. I think a lot of the drivers are on mediums. RDO's on the soft stuff. That's a strength.
Yes. I mean, given that it's going to be a heavy rain race from the start, I would imagine, you know, everyone's going to be trying to go on the soft tyres to go as fast as possible.
I think it's going to be important to get a banker lap down, get used to the track, because it will be quick because of the high temperatures.
Yes, you're absolutely right with that. So just to remind everybody of the championship situation. So Ugi leads the championship on 68 points with a mere 1 point gap to Fennis, and then a further 6 points back jointly Game Freaker and Samba Kids, and then RDO completes the top 5, 11 points back, but everybody down to 15th. Mr. Grumpy could still mathematically win the championship. Now Fragglepool won the last race at the USA, and he's in the Red Bull once again today. He's going for his second win in a row, which would continue the sequence that we have seen in FP since Belgium, where someone's won 2 races in a row. Warren Haig did it, and then Rossi, and then Tusmus, and Fragglepool will look to continue that sequence. So what sort of time do you think pole position will be shortbread out of these performance cars?
Mid-10, I think. Yeah, mid-10. I think that's what the times have been lately. I've been doing some research on the cars. Mid-10s.
Yeah, and Fragglepool unsurprisingly setting the early pace on the mediums with a 1 minute 11.146. The pole time will definitely be in the 10s, I'd say. So, as someone who hasn't raced in Formula Performance, does the sort of practice you have to do differ to the equal performance cars? Like, is setting up the car more difficult with these, with the way the car's handled?
Yeah, definitely. You have to, Fragglepool's left. You have to, if you want a high downforce car that struggles with engine power, you have to adapt your setup to want a little bit less downforce and maybe focus on traction zones coming up corners. In the manner, you'll be running a lot higher downforce because the second sector is going to be a struggle.
Yes, I think the Red Bull is very suited to this track. So I think the Red Bull will probably be the best car in Sector 2, and then the Mercedes cars will do very well in Sectors 1 and 3.
Then that Tismus in the Toro Rosso has gone fastest in Sector 1.
Yeah, 17.307, that's pretty good for a Toro Rosso. Yes, as Shortbread noted, Fragglepool's left the session. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. There should be no reason why he shouldn't. Nothing in the chat to suggest he's got anything other than a typical Codemasters problem, but we'll keep you up to date on that. So let's see if there's anybody on a flying lap. So Grumpy had a disappointing US Grand Prix, retired, having qualified on the front row. Pulled off a superb overtake on Fragglepool at turn 1, but his race just went really badly wrong after that. So he did a 17.6 in Sector 1. It's not particularly fast, not barely in the top 10. May have made up the time in the other sectors, so let's see. And Grumpy crosses the line and goes 6th. 1:11.867. I think on another set when the track's rubbered in, I think you can definitely go faster than that.
Yeah, this track is it has a massive rubber in period. The last 5 minutes time to 2 tenths quicker.
Oh, and it's just on screen, Phil's gone off in Sector 2. He had a big crash at the US Grand Prix, which I perfectly caught on camera.
Yeah, he was in second place, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was a big off. Nearly had a similar thing here in qualifying, but he'll have to bin lap now.
Yeah, he's a no assist user, so he will struggle more in the wet conditions. Make an interesting line to look at.
Right, so I think in terms of the championship, the top 5 is separated by only 11 points. So let's focus on them. Okay, we're on board with Fadis at the moment in the Sauber. And a bit of banter from Gamer, telling Sambam Kid not to bottle it. But he is now. Obviously, you race with Sambam Kid a lot, Shortbread. So has he mentioned anything about any pre-race nerves? Because he's really put himself into the title fight after his superb podium at the US Grand Prix.
Sam doesn't let you into much. I don't think he would bottle it. He's consistent. He's been under pressure in F2 recently a lot, and he doesn't bottle it. It's a difficult person to overtake. If you're behind him, you're going to struggle.
So Nitro Gas is 14th. I think that was on the mediums though.
Sam's starting his lap on the softs.
Yeah, let's see.
11s, 11-10s.
Yeah. In the chat we saw some time trial times speculated, but it's obviously time trial is one thing, but with fuel in the car, it really does make a difference, much more so with these performance cars.
So he's mapped purple time for sector 1.
Yeah, very good first sector from Samakit. Just going to keep on board with him. And so we have just under 10 minutes to go. Riding up through turn 9, then up to turn 10, the right-hander, which is one of those corners that looks easy, but you can easily get it wrong, go very deep into the corner.
Oh yeah, it invalidates your lap if you run a tiny bit wide. He's a few fractions slower than Rossi.
Yeah, I'd say based on the time so far, this is looking good for a top 4, but if he gets a good sector 3, might be better. Yep, second. Yep, and that's exactly where he wants to be right now.
He's not, again, another close qualifying so far. He's top 4.
Yeah.
No
I'm not sure if Fraggle Paul has rejoined yet. I haven't seen a notification. So with 8 minutes to go, let's run down the order. So Fraggle Paul is pole position, but he has disconnected. So hopefully he can get back. Sam Kid just all went second, and then Rossi in third, Boy of No Face in fourth, Oscar King in fifth. So out of the top 5, Sam Kid is doing the best. Audio's in 9th, and then we got Fanis and Ugi in 12th and 13th. A few invalidated laps.
Yeah, this is like quick time, top 5 I think. He's just running up the hill.
Yeah, because tyre wear not an issue. You can rag these tyres out to get as many laps in as possible. And yeah, this does look quicker. Sector 2 is definitely quicker, so this could be provisional pole.
He lost a lot of time in the last sector.
He did, but he did improve, and he's only 17,000th of a second behind Fraggle's time, so that does.
He's on a hot lap. Just come through sector 1, 75.
Yes, there is Statsa Boy. There is going to be one more allocation for Abu Dhabi. This allocation was for the US and Brazilian Grand Prix this evening. So here is Timer Razine, better known as Ugi, on the community. Up to the end of Sector 2, 37.102. Seemed to have lost a bit of time in Sector 2. Sector 1 was not bad for the Sauber. And this is... Yeah, Sector 3 is really going to struggle to get the power down. Can he improve in 14th? Yeah, he improves to 11th, so that's at least an improvement. So puts himself right behind RDO.
Thanos is also on a lap. He's gone a 10th quicker than his car teammate.
And Josh is the first man into the 10s with a 1 minute 10.863, fastest second sector on the soft tyres, and that's nearly 3/10 quicker than Fraggle Paul, who I think still hasn't rejoined. So here he is. Speak of the devil. Now here's Fanis. He's on a quicker time than Ugi in both sectors, so if you can get above him, that would be a good result for Fanis for qualifying. Because in these wet conditions, I dare say it would be a surprise if everybody finished the race. And
Yes.
yeah, Vanos goes above Ugi, so he takes 11th. It goes considerably quicker, nearly 4/10 quicker. So that was a good effort from Vanos. Mike's in 4th in the Mercedes, 4/10 off. But now that Fragglepool is back, then I suspect he'll put on the soft tyres for the final 5 minutes, and he will be favoured to get pole position. So Rossi's on another flying lap. He's in 5th at the moment in the Force India.
Yeah, Fragglepool's just coming out now.
Cool. I just need to send a message.
So that's 73 or something. That's in about third fastest. Yeah, I think there'll be a rush of cars out on the grid now. The times really do drop the later you leave them.
Mosman Kingston 7th.
It's 3/10 slower than Josh.
Well, Grumpy's moved up to 2nd with a 1 minute 11.069. So that's a very good effort, much better than his first lap. Fraggle's on his out lap. Moorsman King's on another flying lap. Ugi's coming back in the pits. I think some of these guys will go out for one more run. I think, but Fragglepool's going to be the one to keep an eye on. He's going to be starting another lap. Race winner of the US Grand Prix.
Comfortably.
Yeah.
Done a bit of a Vettel in that race. Just maintain the gap.
Oh, he's gone a bit deep though. Oh, he is lagging. Something to keep an eye on. Just over 3 minutes to go of this qualifying session for round 14. Forbes Championship. Yeah, no times.
Presume that's because he's rejoined.
Maybe. Someone's way off track. A Haas. I think it must have been just getting out of the way. So Tismus has finished his qualifying.
I don't know what's going on with Fragglepool.
Mike's in 6th. Just see. Oh, Tismus lost it coming up to the end of Sector 1. So his qualifying's done. So the best he can hope for is 9th place. Fragglepool's retired.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Well, he's lost it and lost his wing, so he's not going to have time to get back and change it. So I don't know what happened. Must have been pushing too hard, or lag maybe.
On purpose, I think you were just trying to get a session over. But Sam's starting his lap. Who have we got? Fantasy's coming round for his lap.
Yep. So at the moment, 2 minutes ago, we've got Josh in provisional pole, Grumpy's 2nd, Fraggle can't be higher than 3rd. Actually, where's Rossi? Because I think he was on a flying lap. 17.434. It's not the fastest first sector. It's not better than his. He's going very slow. I think he's backed off, abandoned the run already. So, Sandbound Kid's on a 17.254. That's a pretty good first sector. That's
Not
about...
quickest, but
No, it's nearly a tenth quicker than his previous best. Nitric Gas has left. So Sam are going to 5th, but if he can just get up a couple of places higher, it could make all the difference. Yeah, 36.45.
But you're putting up there.
It's very, very slightly quicker. Yeah, this won't be pole, but it could be 3rd or 2nd. Crosses the line in 2nd. Puts it onto the front row. But there's other... Grumpy's finished, Rossi's finished, Mike's finished.
Vanderbilt's coming around now, last corner.
Rossi's retired. Is there anyone else? Vanis on a flying lap.
Yeah, the two Saubers are both on the flying lap.
could be so important for the championship. Vanes crosses the line and goes 12th. Phillips on an outlet.
The Sauber struggled to get in the points until the rain returned, so maybe this rain is a blessing.
The rain is a bit of an equaliser in the performance. It does put it down to driver skill. Grumpy won't be doing another. No. Vanos actually did start another lap, so if he's got a bit of tyre life left, he could go for another lap. So three of the title contenders are all next to each other on the grids. So it looks like Josh is going to take pole position in the Williams, unless someone else can do a banzai last lap.
Yeah, Game 3 7 points behind us, just coming across the line now. He's just going to flick his DRS open.
Yep, he's 15th. Can he get ahead of his championship rivals at least? And
14.
he gets ahead of one of them.
This is on a
Josh coming back in the pits. Spuds in 17th. I believe this could be his only run in the best car here. And Spud crosses the line and goes 15th. So not getting the best out of that car. I've seen some good qualifying performances from Spud in some of the previous FP races, but not today. Now Phil crossing the line on a flying lap. Oh, and he puts it on the front row. It's a Williams lockout. Josh still maintains pole, but by 50 thousandth of a second, Phil's put it onto the front row.
What I've noticed just now is three of the title contenders are all starting right next to each other. Fantasy's 13th, maybe in 14th, and Game 3 from 15th.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And Sandbag Kid though, he's in the prime position. He's in 3rd.
Yeah. Well, he has to make the most of that Haas car this race.
Yeah, because I suspect if he gets another good result today, he's going to have probably a Manor or Sauber, but it's not for me to say because I don't do the allocations. But yeah, that was a very, very closely fought qualifying session at the front.
It almost means nothing because of this rain.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think some of the drivers may be running a lot lower downforce and just focusing on quali, whereas some other drivers may think, oh, there's a bit of rain, I'll sacrifice quali and just go for it in the race.
Yeah, it's a very fine balance. If you're running low wings at a track like this, you're going to be sliding a lot. If you've got the skill to keep on the track, then it will work out very nicely for you. But the margin for error will be less. You'll have less sort of a safety net to play with.
Oh, yes.
So we're just waiting for qualifying to finish. I think the last of the cars coming back into the pit lane. And we'll go through the full order. We'll try. I have told the grid to go slowly in the formation lap so we can get back in time. So Josh takes pole position with 1 minute 10. 6 very close to Philip in 2nd. Then we've got Salmon Kid in 3rd, Grumpy in 4th, Fragglepaw in 5th, Rossi in 6th, Mike in 7th, Morsman King in 8th, Nutchgash in 9th, and Dano in 10th. And then there's the rest of the top 10. We have 3 of the championship contenders right next to each other. Or 4 of them actually, I should say.
RDO. That's going to be a tense lineup on the grid. 4 of the people you know you want to get past are all lined up in front of you.
Yeah, well, Fanis at this race last season did have a big off on the first lap, I believe, which should have ended his championship bid, so he'll be desperately trying to avoid a repeat of that. And I wonder if, well, last season's FP champion is watching. That's a boy. So I'm sure he would have some pearls of wisdom for some of the drivers here, how to deal with the pressure. Because it is mounting. People's title bids, for some of them, will be ending this evening. It's a guarantee.
Yeah. Well, the only ones that I think, well, Ugi's the only one that's can carry it on, even if even if he doesn't finish. Everyone else can have their title completely over. Yeah, but it will be disastrous for any of them to get wind damage on the first lap. Because on the wet tyres, it's only a one stop. There's no strategy element. But I suspect there'll be safety cars.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. Is everyone in?
It looks like Fragglepool's disconnected, and you may have caused the game to lock out, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think that's the problem, Warren Haig. Let me find out. Right, a few technical issues. Yeah, let's just take a...
Yeah, I suspect the game suspects he's still in because he hasn't readied up. It's not going to advance. We've had one more advance actually.
Oh, Grumpy's gone through.
Yeah, he's just rejoined, so the game may now recognise.
Yeah. Let's hope so. And there you go.
Oh. Can Fraggle get in his car?
Well, if not, we're going to have a safety car restart.
Actually going to dry up. Going to dry up at the end. He might not be on the wet so very long.
Interesting. Yep, so we could have a dry race by the end. Interesting. Just need to find out if Fragglepool actually made it into the lobby. No, it doesn't look good for Fragglepool. Can't see his car. I think we're going to have to do.
Well, what's going to happen now?
He needs to message me quick.
His car's not there, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, can you take a screenshot of the grid order?
Yeah, I'm just joining back now.
Yep. Right, we're going to do a safety car restart. We've got no choice.
Could we do a one-shot quali?
No, we're going to do a safety car restart.
So what's the weather situation? Do we do custom weather or dynamic?
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Right, apologies guys. Unfortunately we've had a bit of a Codemasters, so I'm going to set up a new lobby and get this race on the road again. So sorry for the delay. Yep, thanks Haig, we will do that.
Okay.
Haig, can you put that into the chat so Audio knows what to do? Okay, we're going to set up custom weather, and then once everyone's in we'll get it started. How this will work is that one second, I'm just making sure everyone's in.
I'm certain there's going to be a few people that'll be happy about a safety car restart on the grid.
I'll give them a chance to get used to it.
Oh yeah, that it eliminates turn 1. No one would know what the conditions would be like in turn 1.
Right, Shortbread, what I want you to do is, I'm going to explain to them, I want you to act as the pace car for the first lap. You have more
controller.
Yep.
The pace car makes me mad.
Yeah. And if you can put a screenshot of quality into the chat so everyone knows what it is, I think you can do that.
Yeah. Well, there's a missing person on it, but I've got everyone else.
Yeah, well that's Fraggle. Right, folks. No, it's just so we know the order for them to get back into when we do the safety car restart. So we're just giving
Right, full traction, automatic gears. Yeah, just looking at the comments, I hope that's in the next game. We're able to use other lines.
Yeah, I agree.
You see it in other games, I don't know why it hasn't been brought over.
Yeah, right guys, I'm just explaining to the guys in the chat what's happening for the safety car restart, so it won't be long before we go.
You know what, I'm just going to put my wheel on quick. So is it end of lap 1 or lap 2 you want?
Lap 1. So we do the formation lap as normal, and then for lap 1 everyone should go slowly, you head to the front, and then you just sort of don't slow them down too much, and then everyone should get into their grid order and then start to speed up for racing from sort of near the end of sector 2. It should be a nice natural speed up point for sector 3 anyway, so it should be a simple one.
So do you want me to get out of the way or just drive back to the pits?
Yeah, we're going now. And then, if this doesn't work, then we'll do a one-shot quali and then the race. But I prefer it to be the same grid order, but if, you know, people can't manage it, then we'll have to do that. But we successfully did it earlier in the season at Singapore, so it shouldn't be a problem.
So it's going to be like a normal safety car. They're going to back off at the end of Sector 2 and I'll bolt back to the pits.
Oh, you're kidding me.
So,
Game Freakers left the session.
new host.
Now I'll have to see if he can rejoin. Top 3, well, I would have said Fraggle Paul, Josh and Rossi.
Please don't have anyone. It's going to be.
Okay, I think we had another disconnect. Did Game Freaker make it back in?
His car's not there again.
Oh, Christ's sake. Why now? Wait, it's a formation lap already done.
There was no formation lap.
Crying out loud.
Yeah, they're
Why-
back. Well, if it does go ahead. Oh, the two wheels have collided. The fuel spun off. I'm presuming we're going to safety couple, so that sounds up to second.
Yeah.
Grumpy.
You know what, fuck it. This is just ridiculous. Why can't people just sort their connections out? Had no problems for ages and then happens now.
Yeah. they could solve this issue by implementing dedicated servers.
Yeah, but it's Codemasters.
Yeah. Dedicated servers is like even indie games like Rocket League having it. That's how they got so big.
I know. If it wasn't one of the title contenders, I would have not restarted again. But he is,
Yeah.
so it's only fair.
Yeah, you can't knock someone's title off for a connection issue.
Okay, we're just gonna make a new lobby.
I would say this probably would have to be the last one though, wouldn't it?
Yep. Right, just gonna set up another lobby. God, it's gonna be the longest stream of all time. Okay, we're going to do another safety car restart. If anyone disconnects for this one, we're not going to restart again. So I do apologise for the problems you've had with the race today, but it's not of our own doing.
So let me get it right, is it a normal safety car restart? Or is it a one shot?
Yeah, you know what, I don't think it's worth it. Let's just do one shot quali. This game's network code isn't good enough.
Yep.
Oh god, I can't decide. So many people moaning about it.
Oh, it's your decision.
Yep. Yep. Well, I don't know what's happening. Guessing some of them haven't got the message. So I assume they're still racing or something.
Shall we restart the stream?
Yeah, we're going to restart the stream, guys, and we got this sorted, so keep an eye out. Sorry about that, guys.